a 3-0 team set to lock horns for the right to remain unbeaten. And we're off in week 4. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Now a man picked up on draft night this year, DeAndre Swift. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line. When you look at this defense, currently #1 in the NFL against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Calling an 8-yard gain, much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
Well, this defense for the Commanders, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
A nice 1st down pickup on a gain of 6.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Swift going to try up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The Eagles hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14.
Throwing is Hurts. And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the 1st down. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
But I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker, that the defense almost relaxed and said, we've got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Into a sea of defenders have intercepted.
And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
On 1st down, Howell.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Nolan Smith
in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20.
Here's Howell to throw on 2nd down. That's caught by his tight end, Kylan Granson.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses. Catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Commanders use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. You talk about this Washington defense. This unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
What they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league.
And Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. That's Daron Payne with a sack that time.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 44-yard line. Give them 22 there on the third down conversion. 6-0 our score after one.
This makes the score. Commanders 6, Eagles 0.
On first down, Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up second down. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Here's Hurts to throw. And he's unable to haul it in. So it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up fourth.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, You think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down. Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss, because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Powell to the air on 1st and 10. And that's caught by the tight end, Granson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Now they go play action with Howell. That's out wide here for Robinson.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
And the Washington first down.
Powell.
That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. Touchdown, Washington. Jalen Samuels, 31 yards.
And the Commanders are able to stretch out their lead.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Howell going to audible to something else.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. That right there makes up for that missed extra point they had after the first score.
Yeah, they went ahead and got back to level by going for two and having the normal amount of points, so that works out pretty well for them. And if you're the kicker, don't worry about it too much. Now they've got back to where they want to be, he'll trot out there for the next one.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
That is incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
And Devontae Smith, the intended receiver.
That'll bring up second down.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl.
And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Okay, partner. No surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows what.
Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Off play action. It's Howell.
Rolling to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
And now they'll shift things around. Second down and a run by Robinson.
Fighting his way through contact. Touchdown, Washington.
Brian Robinson Jr. His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders take a 3-touchdown lead.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And it's now 21-0.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Flush to his right. This will be caught once again by Brown. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a 2-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Hurts.
That's good for an Eagles.
That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
7-yard line.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Hurts completing this one quickly.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Throwing is Hurts.
And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown. A.J. Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Eagles are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
Elliott good with a PAT. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead.
It's a foot race. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Second down throw for Howell.
Complete with 11 seconds remaining now.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Faking the handoff. Howell.
And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this will pin them nicely inside the 20 as it's out of bounds at about the 14-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They've reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half. Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
They'll go play action. Howell. He's got Granson, his tight end.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 39. A gain there of 21 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
So they'll, of course, decline the pass interference there and wisely take the yardage.
And I think defensively he's saying, I was getting away with that in the first half. Why are you making that call now? But to me, that one was pretty easy to see. I don't understand what he's upset about. I think it was the correct call.
With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it.
He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here. These last few plays, they have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
It's Howe with another throw. They'll roll him out right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give a little credit to the defense on that one. They resisted quite well, and that pass fell incomplete. But this ball game for him, that's just a momentary speed bump. He's played awfully well throwing the football.
Samuels will score. Touchdown, Commanders.
And maybe that's the magic touch right there. They didn't use him at all in the first half, at least running the football. But here they entrust him with some work down in the red zone, and he responds. One carry, one touchdown.
Sly on for the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
The score, Commanders 28, Eagles 7.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Hey, let's go.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. Back to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Hurts to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On 1st down, Hurts. Airing it out deep for Smith. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. I guess we're at the point of the game where they do need to open up the playbook a little bit, start to take some chances down the field, but that one did not go as planned.
Yeah, these guys need something good to go their way, and they took an opportunity to take that shot there. But obviously that's not going to help. A tough play for them as they're trying to make their way back.
They start on the ground with Robinson here. And bulldozing his way through. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 62 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Howell now to throw it. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Washington.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Back to throw. Howell slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Howell changing the play here. Robinson will try to pick it up. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll make it second down. Second down, Howell now. He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. And they're going to motion Dotson to the left. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. 4th down, Howell. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Washington. Cole Turner, 37 yards. And the Commanders are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. What a great drive that was. A long drive, sustained, well executed.
I love what we're seeing out of him here in year 2, right? This young quarterback continues to evolve and grow. He's really the adage right now that John Wooden, the famous basketball coach, used to say. Be quick, but don't hurry. You can see that everything is happening for him, but he's not taking it at a pace that he can't sustain.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Second down, here's Hurts. And this one's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Smith, the man in motion left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Another solid game-changing play for this defense for the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. Throwing here, Howell. The throw out wide going to be incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And he'll be out of bounds. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Now they go play action with Howell. This one left side caught by Gibson. Touchdown! Antonio Gibson, 30 yards. And the Commanders start to open this lead even wider here in the fourth. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes, because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards, as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
This offense so far on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. That is caught, and he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage. I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game films from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind them.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And it'll be a turnover on downs. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now, Hal's going to mix it up here. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. Off play action. It's Hal. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. Powell. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles are going to have it here at their own 15.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Here's 3rd and 3. Hurts. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Commanders are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Eluding the pressure right. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Here's Howell. Throw right side complete to Dotson.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Going for it on fourth. Here's Howell. He's got his target. That's complete. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
And once more, Howell back to the air. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson.
And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
Well, they have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw. They're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the fourth quarter.
And that they have in every way. And plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
2nd and 10. Second and 10, Howell.
And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach. And maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Washington,
that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.